In today's video, we're going to check out the brand new Moto G 2026 from Motorola. This is a brand new smartphone featuring a large display, large battery, and of course, a long battery life. Of course, powered by the Dimensity processor that we've seen similarly to the Moto G Play before, but with some unique experiences in there as well. Let's go ahead and check it out and see what makes it so special. Like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're always notified whenever we have new videos for you on the channel. So this is the packaging for the Moto G. Again, this is the G, not the G Play. There are two variants now that are available from Motorola. This is again the 2026 edition, so ushering in next year's, and of course using recycled material in here. Unfortunately, no charger in the box. This is pretty much continuing the same experience. We have a charging cable, a SIM ejector tool, and some documentations, and of course the phone. Now the phone features a very unique look. This is definitely a very nice color, very good fake leather, or it's a faux leather experience on the back. It covers also the side of the actual device itself. We have a power button as well as the fingerprint sensor, a volume rocker. On the top we have one of the microphones. Now on the left side we have the SIM tray with the SD card expansion slot, so you're able to expand the storage on this device. There's 128 gigs of internal storage. You're able to expand it with an SD card, which is definitely very nice. On the bottom, an actual headphone jack, of course bottom microphone, USB-C for charging, and audio of course, and the bottom speaker married with a top earpiece to provide us a stereo experience. Now, when we look at the actual unit itself, it features a 6.7-inch display, and as you can see here, it is connected on the 5G UC here on T-Mobile in the Los Angeles area. Of course, swiping over, giving us access to the information. The Moto G 2026 is the device. 128 is the only variant of this device, so you are going to be needing to use that expandable storage. 4 gigabytes of RAM are built in. You are able to use the AI function, which is the AI automatic functionality, or you can just lock it in at 8 gigabytes. And again, since we have 128, leveraging 8 directly into the system gives us a total of 12. And then, of course, using the expandable storage gives us access to store all of our extra content on there. The display is a 6.7-inch display at a 720p resolution, slightly higher, 1604 by 720. The cameras that we have here, primary camera on the front is a 32 megapixel camera, punch hole cameras at the top. The main sensor on the back is a 50 megapixel and a 2 megapixel macro lens, essentially. So for the most part, we really have two primary really good cameras, the front facing 32 and the main 50. Now, when we're talking about speed and connectivity, although I did test this inside here in my office, it is connecting to the UC connection here directly on T-Mobile. 162 down, 8.58 up. This is an unlocked device, so you're going to be able to connect it with almost any carrier that you want. At least in the US, it should be optimized to run perfectly. The Dimensity 7300 processor that we have in here is powering this device, and that's going to be the main processor, again, leveraging all of the experiences. The battery that we have here is a 5200 milliampere battery, and it is chargeable with the 33-watt charger, PD charger if you have one. No wireless charging, of course. This is going to be one of the main experiences that we get in here. But when considering the fact that the processor itself is considered to be more of a budget-friendly processor, the 7300, and as you can see here, we have a 798 single score and a 2073 for the multi-score. So marry that with the battery life that we have in here and the resolution on the display. This is going to be a very long battery life beast here. There's no question content consumption and battery life is not going to be an issue for anybody here. The primary camera on the back is actually pretty decent. We're definitely going to get a chance to check that out. Let's go outside real quick and do a little bit of a sample on video, of course, from the front-facing camera and the main sensor on the back. We're going to start off with the front-facing camera on the Moto G. This is a 1080p resolution, pretty much mirrored on the main sensor on the back. The experience that we're shooting here, obviously I'm here in Bali, I'm covering one of the other events from another company, but figured why not include that in the video. So this should be a good example. A little bit of wind, so hopefully that's not covering or damaging the audio experience. But again, audio video sample from the front-facing camera on the brand new Moto G 2026. We're going to go ahead and switch over to the main sensor on the back. Now we're shooting with the main sensor on the back on the Moto G. Now technically we have two sensors on the back, but realistically it's going to be one primary good sensor. Now as you saw there, the experience was actually pretty decent considering the video quality here is at maxing out at 1080p resolution. And again, that's part of what the G series is intended. It's a budget-friendly, very budget-conscious experience that's tailored by Motorola. Now we still have a lot of the same functionalities that we get from Motorola, meaning if I actually want to be able to do the twist, the camera turns on. Let's go ahead and swipe it out. And if I do the chop, the sensor still turns on in here. They added a couple of extra features in here. The ability to be able to do basically like a swipe back, to be able to do split screen. Of course, I thought I did it. I guess I'm not used to doing it. So here, swipe back. Yeah, there it is. So you could do the swipe back and then you can actually do some functionalities there. 3-finger hold to be able to take screenshots. Similar things added as we've seen before with Motorola and some of their optimizations in there. Now, when it comes down to gaming, again, this is going to play games relatively at the performance capabilities with the 7300 is able to provide us. It's not going to be obviously the highest refresh rate that we're even expecting there, but it's actually pretty decent considering the resolution of the display that we had in there. And of course, battery life is not going to be a problem for you. When it comes down to photography, I wanted to share with you guys some of those images from Bali. Again, since I did the video there, I wanted to share some images as well with you guys here from the cameras. Pretty decent experience overall. The main sensor on the back, the 50 and the 32 on the front, and with some of the optimizations that Motorola has here on this device. My recommendation would be is if you're looking for a budget-friendly smartphone that has long battery life, decent processing power, and of course the ability of having an expandable storage, having a headphone jack, a wired headphone jack, so no Bluetooth connectivity needed for audio, and of course stereo speakers built in with a large display, I feel like the Moto G still fits in and gives us a slightly better experience than what we saw with the Moto G Play. Now, I'm not sure if there's going to be another version of the Moto G series coming out, but at least at this point, at the end of 2025, this is a great lineup between the G and the G Play for 2026 from Motorola on the G series, the more affordable of their devices. So, like and subscribe as usual. Thank you very much to Motorola for allowing me to check out the Moto G 2026. It's a beautiful color on this guy. And of course, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.